Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's fortizars here with a new build. Today, I'll show you the Holy Paladin. I've been working on this over the past couple of days, trying to get the right enchants that I think would work well, and I think I've come up with a reliable build that should keep you safe in most dungeons and your teammates safe in multiplayer games. So I do hope you enjoy it, and if you do, please consider giving me a like, commenting down below what you'd like to see, what alterations you might think I could make to this to make it even better. And yeah, if you have really enjoyed it and found it helpful, consider subscribing, and let's get into it. First of all, in your main hand's weapon slot, you want to be running a axe or a mace. That's what I find best, that works well with this class, along with having some kind of burn dot trait on the weapon. It's not a must, but it helps. Any extra damage helps, as I have burn mobs trait on this weapon. This is a unique weapon, but you can use a common or a rare. It's not a golden rule to have uniques, so don't worry if you haven't got uniques. Feel free to run with commons. But just make sure you want to be running with some form of trait on your weapon, along with having a minimum of 2 enchants on. If you can push through a 3rd enchant, that would be brilliant. So we're going to be checking out the enchants on this main hand weapon first. I have Leeching, which defeating mobs heals you for a small portion of your mob's max HP. So you want to be maxing this out at tier 3, as this is a nice little healing ability for when you're attacking. Going on to the 2nd enchantment, this is Radiance. I love this. Not just for being a perfect healing spec. This all round is a really nice little healing buff to have. So it has a 20% chance to spawn a circle area that heals all allies within it. You definitely want to be getting this to rank 3 for the 64 healing, health healed. Now onto the armor. I'm using the plate armor for here because you get a lot of HP, and you get 30% chance to negate hits, and a 35% damage reduction, and 100% longer roll cooldown, which I'm not really worried about. And it actually stays here. Plate armor turns the average soldier into a fortress, but comes with reduced mobility. So let's take a look at the enchantments I've got here. I just want to say I got lucky with the RNG gods, and I got 3 enchant slots unlocked on this armor. You can find this armor in multiple locations, so yeah, don't always pay attention to what the dungeon says drops in that location, because I found that isn't 100% accurate. Anyways, I've gotten the first enchant slot is Deflect. This is a really good ability to have. You want to be maxing this out to A3, and you'll see in the video clip why Deflect is so good. Next is Final Shout. This is very good. When your health drops below 25%, all your artifacts are used, ignoring the cooldown periods. So basically this procs all your artifacts and activates them all at once. So you want to get this up to rank 3, so it's up to every 8th second this can proc if you fall below 25% health. And in the final slot is Protection. This gives you a huge defensive increase. It gives you a minus 15% damage taken. This stacks with the plate armor damage reduction, so you get 50% damage reduction when you've got this. So it's definitely worth having. Now, if you only can get 2 enchants unlocked in your plate armor, you can either keep on grinding out plate armor and get a 3rd enchant unlocked, or you can just roll with 2. I would recommend going Protection, Deflect, but it's really up to you. It's your playstyle, whatever you feel is comfortable. But Protection is 100% must, because that stacks with your damage reduction So you want to be taking the 50% damage reduction. And deflect helps out in the situations against archers as well if your artifacts are on cooldown. So it's really up to you. You can use Final Shout, which it helps in the tight situations, but yeah, it all round it's really keep protection, enchant, but it's down to you which of enchant you want to roll with out of them too. Now the bow's a tricky one. You can use a healing bow, well, a healing bow or a bow with a healing trait on it, like this one here. You want to be having healing traits for when you want to proc your radiance. Radiance shot works the same way as radiance on the weapon on my main hand. This has a 20% chance to spawn a circular area that heals all allies within it. That's including pets again. So you want to be getting that to rank 3. You can get this on your 2nd and 3rd enchant as well, so you can stack this 3 times. So this is really good team healing weapon. But for single player, I use the harp crossbow, but any crossbow or bow will be enough, which can hit more than one target at a time. So again, it's just a matter of swapping the 2 out for the 2 different situations. Now onto the artifacts. This is your Totem of Regeneration. This will give you your tick over time HP once you've procced this. This will heal anything in the circle on the floor, which it will generate, including pets as well. So this is a really good team-based healing ability. It's also good for solo healing when you proc the other artifacts, which I'll get into now. So your second important artifact will be the Totem of Shielding. This has a 6 to 7 second cooldown, which creates a big barrier over your team. So anything inside of there will not be hit by arrows or spider web. Mobs can still pass into it, but yeah, you're protected by all projectiles. So yeah, this is super important to have. It's a must. It's a good shield while you drop the Totem of Regeneration, so your team can get inside the shield, heal up, and then get back to work. And lastly, you have the Flaming Quiver. This is like a popular option pretty much for most people. You will use this in conjunction with, in single player, with either your crossbow or your bow, as you get 7 free arrows with Flaming Quiver when you activate it, and it's high damage, very high damage. But again, you have the ability to change out the Flaming Quiver for a Soul Harvester, which also gives you another healing ability for multiplayer games, which will also heal yourself and people in your area. So you can use this, but you also have the option of using the Soul Harvester. I don't have one at hand right now, but yeah, it's definitely a viable option. So you could have 3 very good protection artifacts running with you during this build if you really want to. And that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you very much. I hope you've found it informative and helpful. And if you have, please consider leaving a like, comment down below what you'd like to see in the next video. And if you've really enjoyed my content, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 100 subs, so I'm nearly there. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video, guys. Take care.